The price of efficiency, Trump's plan to shrink Washington. In a landmark ruling on Tuesday, the U.S. Supreme Court handed President Donald Trump one of his most consequential victories since returning to office, granting approval for large-scale federal workforce reductions across more than a dozen government agencies. The decision, overturning a lower court's block, opens the door to what the Trump administration calls a critical transformation of the federal bureaucracy. At stake are potentially hundreds of thousands of jobs from agencies including Agriculture, Health and Human Services, State, Treasury, and Veterans Affairs. Supporters argue the move is long overdue. Critics call it reckless. White House spokesman Harrison Fields hailed the decision as a decisive victory for the president's reform agenda, asserting it strengthens executive authority to streamline government operations and eliminate inefficiencies. Indeed, the court's brief and signed order did not address the legality of specific layoff plans, but signaled that Trump's executive order and memorandum are likely within legal bounds. Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson was the lone dissenting voice. She expressed concern over the court's repeated willingness to clear the way for major executive action, warning of irreversible harm to vital services. For Trump and his allies, this ruling follows a string of legal and legislative wins, including his recently passed tax and spending cuts package. Yet, for unions, local governments, and advocacy groups that challenged the layoffs, the ruling marks what they describe as a serious blow to democracy. This decision jeopardizes the services millions of Americans depend on daily, said the coalition in a statement. Firing civil servants without congressional oversight undermines the constitutional balance of power. The origin of this sweeping reform traces back to February, when Trump signed an executive order initiating what he framed as a bold overhaul of federal institutions. Though previously linked to the now-defunct Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, formerly led by Elon Musk, the plan has continued under Trump's guidance. Don Moynihan, a public policy expert from the University of Michigan, offered a stark warning: this is not about trimming fat. This is about dismantling the machinery of public service. Public opinion remains narrowly divided. A Reuters Ipsos poll from April shows 56% of Americans support shrinking the federal government, though stark partisan divides persist. As layoffs loom and restructuring efforts gain momentum, the central question echoes louder than ever: is this the leaner, more efficient government Americans want, or a dangerous downsizing of democracy?